Today I will tell about telling a new story as the submaterial of reading and telling stories as a AYL subject. We know that children love to listen a story, and it's common to give them stories by read books or allow them to watch stories on the television or DVDs. Of all the benefits that we can get by this activity, it can encourage the children and they can tell and write a stories. I think the most amazing one is connect them with their creativity. Then they can take an idea and develop it and create something new with new ability and create something that they can share with each other. Showing children that they can create is incredibly powerful, and it proves that they can be as creative as they want with no limits. Then, by the way, as the teacher of IYL, the benefits that we can get are we can get the better spelling, we can learn how to spelling well, and the story elements, comprehension of the children, character development, and even the public speaking skill that we can get by this activity. And then by telling a story, the children will be curious and wants to know how the story works, and they will enjoy the story with the eye-catching gesture that delivered by the teachers, and they will enjoy to read storytelling books, and they can read it by themselves, the English storybook, whatever they want. Stories is first of all enjoyment. Children have to understand with the story that we delivered, and if they want to understand, they can listen carefully and not every word but the storyline, and we can ask them for the understanding, and picture and gesture will help a lot in this activity because it can show them the object that they will learn. And our intonation is also important because we will tell with the situation that the character will be. By telling the story, it can be an effort of the teacher to involve and help the children to connect what they heard and with what they did, so it can improve their ability to give the opinion, listen carefully, and reading comprehension, and also the speaking skill. But if some of our children do not understand what we are saying, and the effort to overcome this is we got it over again and explain it by their mother tongue language, and after that we repeat again with English language and make them understand with the gestures and the object. We can add some example for this, like if we want to make them understand with hey, don't drink, we can gesture like. Now let's get started to the demonstration. Hello, good morning. Now today I will show you something. Yay! This is what is it? This is a chicken. Can you try to make sound like chicken? It can move actually. And do you know what the chicken dance? I will show you about chicken dance. you about the story of Chicken Little. Hi, this is a chicken. His name is Chicken Little. Chicken Little likes to walk around the forest. He likes to walk around the forest because he saw many trees, many flowers, and the air so fresh. One day, when they walk around, something hit his head. Then he jumped. Oh my god! He is so scared. What's that? What's that? I think the sky is falling down. I have to run immediately. So he's run immediately and tell the lion. I will tell the lion. I should tell that the sky is fall down. And then in the middle of the road, the Chicken Little met Ducky Lucky. Quack, quack, quack. Hey, Chicken Little! What are you doing? Why you run so fast? Then the Chicken Little answered, the sky is falling down. We must tell the lion. Then the Ducky Lucky asked again, are you sure? Yes, it hit my head. Okay, we have to see the lion first. Then the Ducky Lucky and Chicken Little walk together to go to the lion. As the Chicken Little and the Ducky Lucky run together to go to the lion, they met with Foxy Loxy. Foxy Loxy saw them hurry up and asked them, hi guys, what are you doing? Why you so hurry? Then the Ducky Lucky said, the sky is falling down. It hit the Chicken Little's head. The Foxy Loxy did not believe it, and he thinks a bad thing. They so stupid. I will trap them. Actually, I don't get a food around 3 days, and I'm so hungry. I will eat them. And then the Foxy Loxy asked to them, by the way, do you know where the lions live? Ducky Lucky and Chicken Little was so confused. Actually, they did not know where the lion lived. And then the Foxy Loxy guided them to the caves. Follow me. I will tell you where the lion lies. So they 3 of them walk around. And then this is the cave. This is the place where the Foxy Loxy live. It's not where the lion live. And actually, Foxy Loxy lies to Chicken Little and Ducky Lucky. Foxy Loxy asked them to stay in the front of caves. You guys have to stay in the front. I will enter to meet the lion, asked the Foxy Loxy to Ducky Lucky and Chicken Little. And then Chicken Little and Jackie Lucky went in the front of the big caves. Hi guys, both of you have to enter the cave together. Then they enter the cave together. But after they went to the cave, they never come back because the Foxy Loxy ate them. Chicken Little and Jackie Lucky. That's the end of the story. Ta-da! That's the end of the story, and the story teach us about to understood the importance of trusting the right people than believing something blindly. And see you! Don't forget to study and keep your hand clean.
Hello, my name is Ilham Septiano and I'm from group 7 and I'm 6th semester in English Education Department. Today I would like to explain about storytelling. Storytelling is a way that carried out to convey a story to the listener, both in the form of words, pictures, photos, and sounds. Storytelling is often used in teaching and learning process, primarily at the beginner or children level. This technique is useful to practice the ability of listen pleasantly. People who want to tell story must have good speaking skills, understand the character of the tone and intonation, as well as skill of using assistive device. And today I would like to tell about story about Cinderella. Cinderella story. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful girl, kind-hearted. The girl name is Cinderella. Her kindness made everyone love her, even animals love her too, especially his two friends, Gus and Jack. They would do anything for Cinderella's friend. Cinderella lived with stepmother and two stepbrothers named Anastasia and Drizella. In contrast to the good and diligent Cinderella, Anastasia and Drizella very lazy and jealous. They thought Cinderella do all the job, cleaning, sewing, cooking, and gardening. Although the two brothers very bad treatment, but Cinderella trying to do my best and try to make stepmother and two stepbrothers happy. Mrs. Teremine, Cinderella's dear mother, was tall, cruel, and very envious of charm and beauty of Cinderella. He was happy to make Cinderella busy with all the work. Even Cinderella that fatigue does not make her sorry. He even gave an additional task that is requested Cinderella bathing now the cat Lucifer. One day, an emissary from the palace arrived by special invitation. There will be a big party at the palace. The king wants his son immediately look for a wife. Every young girl in the kingdom were invited, including Cinderella. Cinderella was excited by the invitation in the party. In the attic, he found a dress that once belonged to her mother. Cinderella found her birth mother's long dress. Mrs. Tremaine, Cinderella did not waste one. His stepson went to the party to be held at the palace. He wants the prince to meet Anastasia and Priscilla. She is hopeful prince will marry one of her two children. Mrs. Tremaine continued to give Cinderella a job very much. He will make Cinderella busy all night. This will make Cinderella didn't have a chance to come to a big party in the royal palace. While Cinderella continues to work complete the task of her stepmother, the mice and the birds help make dresses Cinderella be wonderful. They add ribbon beads that have been discarded by both Cinderella's stepsister. The animals that work together to create simple old-fashioned dress, and the dress is beautiful and remarkable. Cinderella was very happy to see her mother dress. The dress is very beautiful and richly in her body. Now she can go to a party confident. When Cinderella and stepsister saw ribbon and bead along their Cinderella's dresses, they become angry. They are envy with the beautiful Cinderella's dress and glittering. Although the beads and ribbon that have they washed, they ask for it back. They even tore Cinderella's dress to release the bead and ribbon. Mrs. Tremaine didn't stop the girl. She was jealous because Cinderella looked very pretty and charming using the old dress. Laughing to the stepbrother left Cinderella. Cinderella's dream to go to the party vanished. Not enough time for she to be able to go to the palace. Cinderella ran to the garden and cried. At the time, all of a sudden came the fairy godmother with her magic wand to change a pumpkin into a beautiful carriage. Now Cinderella can go to a party, but there is still one problem. Cinderella's dress has been damaged and not be used. Boo, said the fairy godmother, waving her wand back. Magical Cinderella, now wearing a beautiful gown and sparkling glass slippers. But the fairy mother warned, by the time clock struck 12 at night, the magic spells will vanish. At the party, a handsome prince not released his eye from Cinderella, who looks amazingly pretty and charming. Now was the change, he immediately invited Cinderella to a dance. The orchestra played, and Prince started dancing with a beautiful girl whose name she still does not know. And for Cinderella, the night was a dream come true. Time passed, the clock started approaching midnight. Goodbye, said Cinderella and hurried away. Wait, said the prince, I don't know even your name. Cinderella ran in a hurry. He worried the mentioned Purnima vanished when he was still in the party, when running one of her glass slippers behind. But Cinderella and Prince Charming cannot forget the event of that night. They both miss each other. Prince sent a message to find a girl who fits the glass slipper. The envoy came to each house to ask the old girl to try the glass slipper. But stepbrother cried Cinderella glass slipper. Their legs were both too big, but continued to force entry. Lady Tremaine, Cinderella locked the attic, but friends rat Cinderella released him. At the time, tried the glass slipper Cinderella brought to the palace. Lady Tremaine tripped so that the glass slipper Cinderella has broken, but the other his pocket is fits. Cinderella and the prince get married. Everyone rejoiced, including friends Cinderella, Miss Gus, and Jack, who wore a special outfit of the wedding. Filled with joy, Prince Charming and Cinderella live happily ever after. And that's the end of the story. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys, I'm Selvi Triana Putri and I'm from group 7, and my group explain about reading and telling stories, and they are 4 sub-unit, and I will explain about the third sub-unit is way to retell a story. And when we storytelling, we can use some equipment like doll, like what, like picture or others. And now I will show you about storytelling, and I will storytelling about Beauty and the Beast using picture. And check this out. Storytelling about Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, there lived a wealthy merchant and his 3 daughters. And one day, the father was to go far off place, and he asked his daughter what they want on his return. The first and the second daughters asked for a lovely dress, but the third daughter, her name is Beauty, said, "Father, I only need a rose plucked by your hand." And then the merchant, on his way back, had to cross through the deep forest. It was dark, and the merchant tried to find a place to sleep. And he suddenly found a huge castle and went inside to find nobody. There was a huge table with delicious food, and he ate it all. Then the merchant went into the bedroom and slept on a soft and fluffy bed. The next day, the merchant didn't find any more in the castle, and he saw a beautiful rose bush growing in the lawn and remembered Beauty's gift. He plucked a red rose from the bush, and suddenly a ferocious-looking beast sprang out of the bush. He was wearing fine silk clothes and roared, "I gave you food and bed to sleep in, and now you are stealing my rose." And the merchant was frightened and told the beast about the beauty's gift. And the beast decided to let him go only if he promised to send Beauty to this castle. and the merchant agreed and ran back home. He cried and told his daughters about the beast. But Beauty loved her father a lot and agreed to stay with the beast. And the beast treated Beauty with a lot of kindness. He was never rude to her. He let her stay in the biggest room and let her roam in the beautiful garden. Beauty was sit near the fireplace and sewed while the beast kept her company. And first, Beauty was afraid of the beast, but slowly she began to like him. One day, the beast asked Beauty to marry him, but she refused. She was still afraid of his fearful-looking face. The beast still treated her kindly and with a lot of love. Beauty missed her father a lot. The beast gave her a magic mirror and said, "Look at the mirror and you can see your family. Now you won't feel lonely anymore." And one day, Beauty looked in the mirror and saw that father was very ill and dying. She went to the beast and pleaded and cried. "Please, let me go home. I only want to see my father before he dies." But the beast roared, "No, you promised you would never leave this castle." And saying this, he stormed out of the room. But after some time, he came to Beauty and said, "You may go to stay with your father for 7 days, but you must promise to return after that." And Beauty was very happy and agreed. Then she left and went to stay with her father. Her father, on seeing Beauty, felt very happy and soon recovered. Beauty stayed with her family for 7 days and more. She forgot the beast and his castle. But one night, she had a terrible nightmare in which she saw the beast was very ill and about to die. He was crying. "Beauty, please come back." And Beauty woke up and went back to the castle because she didn't mean to hurt the beast. She cried and said, "Please don't die, beast. I will live with you forever." And the beast miraculously changed into a handsome prince. He said, "I was under a curse all these years and could only be relieved when someone fell in love with me. I'm now cured of the curse because you truly love me." And then Beauty and the Beast were married, and together they live happily ever after. And it's enough. Bye.
Hi, good morning. My name is Anisya Sofia, but you can call me Miss Anisya. So, what is your name? Say it. What is your name? Say it. What is your name? Hi. How are you? Say it. How are you? Just say it. Say, I'm fine. to know? So, this is, do you want to build a snowman? Say it. Do you want to build a snowman? Just say it. Yes, snowman. Good job. So, today I have a story for you. The mouse deer and the tiger. Do you ever heard about it? Tell me, do you ever heard about it? No? So you must watch it because this story is wonderful. This story is wonderful. Say it. This story is wonderful. Yeah, good job. So let's watch it.
Hello, it's me, Badger. And I've got a great story for you today. Do you want to hear it? You do? Wonderful. The Mouse Deer and the Tiger. Okay, Shapes, over to you. Once in a forest, there lived a mouse deer. A mouse deer is a very small deer. Now, this mouse deer was clever and full of fun.
Let's play tag! You can't catch me!
Hey, we love tag!
Now, in another part of the forest lived a hungry tiger who was looking for something to eat.
Tag, you're it!
But then Tiger spotted Mouse Deer and his friends.
That's a clever hiding place, Mouse Deer.
Come on, let's do it again!
Hello, my little friend. Do stay still so I can eat you.
Mouse Deer spotted a mud pool nearby, and this gave him an idea.
You can't eat me, Tiger. I promised Lion, the king of the jungle, that I would guard his pudding.
His pudding?
That, my friend, is the finest pudding in the whole world. Only the king of the jungle deserves to eat it.
King of the jungle. I'll show him who's king of the jungle. That pudding is mine.
I can't fight you, Tiger. You can have the pudding, but let me run far away so Lion won't blame me.
Wait a minute. This is mud. I've been tricked. That wasn't pudding. It was a mud puddle. Now, you're mine.
But once again, Mouse Deer thought of something clever.
You can't eat me, Tiger, because I'm guarding Lion's magic drum.
Oh, really? Well, what does this magic drum do?
The drum makes the most heavenly sound in the world, but only the king of the jungle is allowed to hear its sound.
Say, who does this lion think he is anyway? If I want to hit the drum, I will hit the drum.
I can't fight you, Tiger. You can hit the drum, but let me run far away so the lion won't blame me.
The wasp's nest!
mouse deer knew that Tiger would be angry, so he decided to get help from Python.
What's wrong, my friend? Tiger's trying to eat me. I've been tricking him, but he keeps coming back. Then let's trick him together.
And just as mouse deer and Python had settled on a plan, Tiger found them.
We meet again, mouse dear, and this time I am gonna eat you.
You can't! I have to guard Lion's crown. He will get very angry if you eat me.
And Python looked so magnificent that Tiger believed mouse deer yet again.
Lion's crown? I will wear the crown because I am the king of the jungle, and then I'll eat you.
And so Tiger tried wearing Python like a crown.
What?
Sorry, Tiger, but you're not going to have my little friend for lunch.
Help! You tricked me again! You're too clever for me, mouse dear. Let me go, and I promise I won't eat you.
We did it! Yay! Thanks, Python.
Anytime, my friend.
Wasn't that a great story? Mouse deer showed us that even if we're small, we can outwit the strong with quick thinking. Till next time, stay in shape.
Hi! So, what is your opinion about the story? Is it good? Say it. Is it good? Say it. Is it good? Good job! So, do you still remember what is the title of the story? The title of the story. Say it. The title of the story. Just tell me and say it. Yes, the mouse deer and the tiger. Say it. The mouse deer and the tiger. Say it once again. The mouse deer and the tiger. Good job. And who was feel hungry in the jungle? Say it. Who was feel hungry in the jungle? Say it. Yes, the tiger! Good job! And who wants to eat by the tiger? Say it. Who wants to eat by the tiger? Say it. Who wants to eat by the tiger? The mouse deer! Right! So, there was a lion in the jungle. And it felt hungry, so it wants to eat mouse deer. The mouse deer. Say it. The mouse deer. But mouse deer is a clever animal. The mouse deer have a clever plan to trick the tiger. The mouse deer have a several plans. So, what is the first plan of the mouse deer to trick the tiger? Tell me, what is the first plan? Just tell me, what is the first plan? The mud? Yes, good job, the mud. last plan is the mouse deer decide that the mud is a pudding to the king of the jungle. Yeah, and what is the king of the jungle? Just tell me, say it. What is the king of the jungle? Rabbit? No? So, what is this? Yeah, the lion! Good job! Say it! The lion! Say it! The lion! Excellent! And what's next? What is the second plan of the mouse deer to trick the tiger? What is the second plan of the mouse deer to trick the tiger? Just tell me, what is the second plan from the mouse deer to trick the tiger? Yes, good job! So, the mouse deer side, but the beehive is a magic drums of the lion. So, the mouse deer side that the beehive is the magic drum of the lion, and the tiger want to have it. So the tiger stretch it out, and then what's the next? Do you still remember? Tell me, what is the third or the last plan of the mouse deer to trick the tiger? Tell me. Just say it. Tell me, what is the last plan of the mouse deer to trick the tiger? Tell me. A snake? What happened with the snake? So, the snakes have a friend with a tiger? No. So what is it? Tell me. So, what's the snakes do to the tiger? Tell me. Good job! So, yeah, good job! The snake grabbed the tiger until the tiger cannot breathe. And what happened with the tiger after that? The snake ate the tiger? No? What is that? Just tell me, what happened with the tiger next? Yeah, the tiger made a promise. What is the promise from the tiger to the mouse deer? Just tell me. What is the promise from the tiger to the mouse deer? Yeah, the tiger said that he will not eat the mouse deer. The tiger promised that he will not eat the mouse deer. Alright, I think that's the end of the story. That's the end of our lesson today. See you next time and goodbye.